Hey y'all, welcome back to Adventuring with Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today we are talking about Lake Havasu State Park, located in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, and situated directly on Lake Havasu. This state park is so awesome, I've actually stayed here twice. So let's get into it as I show you around. We just checked into Lake Havasu State Park, so they gave me this little brochure. Of course, it has all the rules and all that good stuff. I have my parking pass, and Maddie will get his own parking pass. So what I learned, and I did this correctly, I paid for basically a vehicle and then an extra vehicle, and the rule is if they are registered to the same name or address, then you don't have to pay for an extra vehicle. But of course, Maddie and I do not have the same address and our vehicles aren't registered under one name, so I had to pay for an extra vehicle, but not a problem. Gotta obey the rules. Right now, as I pull out of my campsite, which was number 20, and we had awesome views of Lake Havasu, I'm going to just do a little driving tour of the state park campground so you can see a little bit more of it, and I apologize in advance for the super weird windshield glare. But just some basic information about state park camping. It is $35 a night, and that is as of December 2023. When I stayed here in 2020, it was only $20 a night, but let's be honest, that was the peak of COVID. There are 54 sites in the campground, and the electrical boxes have 50, 30, and 20 amp plugs. What I really like about this state park is the campsites are much larger than a normal campground. You have quite a bit of space, and some are absolutely huge. There are lots of campsites right on the water, but as you can imagine, they probably reserve pretty quickly. But I'd say that a majority of the sites in the campground actually do have lake views. Some amenities include showers, an RV dump station, dumpsters, a fish cleaning station, a water spigot at each campsite, and of course, lake access. There is no laundry room at this state park, and there is no Wi-Fi, but I have Verizon and the cell service was really good. All of the campsites have a picnic table and a fire ring, and some have a shade awning. I did have a shade awning at my spot number 20, and I also had an awning at my campsite in 2020, but when I stayed here, but I think it was spot number 19. Anyways, here is a really big parking lot. As you can see, there's one of the shower and bathroom buildings on my left, and I'm coming up to a dumpster. This state park is very big rig friendly, and there's plenty of space for everybody. This would be a really nice campsite. These people left this morning, so I figured I'd come down and take some footage. Dogs are not allowed on the sandy part of the beach, but they are allowed to walk up to it. And there are some other portions in the park here with small little waterways, like openings, where dogs are allowed on the shore. Smells like the ocean the closer you get because of the sand and everything. Oh, it smells like the ocean. But look at this. Sandy. Not bad, huh? So you have all these campsites on the beach here. I'm not sure, I don't think they're more expensive. I think it's just, you know, depends on how quickly you can snag a spot. I'm sure those get reserved so quickly and frequently. Y'all, let's be honest, these bathrooms are giving prison cell. They were kind of smelly and a little bit gross. These are the exact same bathrooms they had when I visited in 2020, and that was 3 years ago. I was kind of hoping they had upgraded by now. You can hear the other stalls, like what's going on. I don't know. I mean, it worked. The water was lukewarm, but hey, always grateful for a shower. Now, to continue on with our tour, there is more to do at the state park than just staying at the RV campground. And obviously, they do allow minivans and tent camping in the campground. I did see one tent camper, and I also saw another minivan camper, so that was really cool. But there are hiking trails, and there are 4 boat ramps. So of course it is watercraft friendly here. You can even take your kayak and just go to one of the shores in the campground and head on out. So there is plenty of water access, and just like the park is big rig friendly, it is also very boat friendly. There are some really nice areas to walk, and just walking through the park and the campground alone is so nice because you have a water view almost anywhere you go. And I also noticed that it is very clean. They constantly have rangers and employees cleaning up, walking around, making sure everything is safe. So you really do get what you pay for $35 a night. Coming up on my left is the cabin loop. This was being constructed a few years ago, but you can rent a cabin if you don't have a van or an RV, or you're just too bougie to camp in a tent. You can rent one of these cabins, which are tiny homes, and they are super, super cute, right on the water. And I'm not sure how much they cost, but it looks really nice, and actually it was pretty empty, so I'm sure it's very peaceful. Now I'm going to turn into the RV dump station. There were 2 RVs waiting in line, but it's right near the entrance and exit to the state park. So here is the dump station. There are dumpsters here as well, and this is where the fish cleaning station is, and that's right in front of me right now. Just a really simple, easy loop, and look at that view. There's Lake Havasu in the distance. So beautiful. And when you check in at the park, which you can do for camping or for day use, you can absolutely do that if you want, there is a massive parking lot that I'm going to be driving into. So many places to park, and the boat ramps are located over there as well. All of the employees at the visitor center were super nice. They have just a tiny little gift shop in there as well. And security is really good up front. But take a look at Lake Havasu. Even if you want to come for the day, it's worth it. Here is a brief overview of my campsite. The concrete pad was 53 feet long, so it was very easy for me and Maddie to park both of our vans. And as you can see, we do have the awning with the picnic table and the fire ring. Of course, we had electric and water. And the sunset over the lake at night was worth every penny we paid to stay here. Lake Havasu State Park is located only 4 minutes from the famous London Bridge, which I'm showing you right here. It is a super dog friendly area, lots of shopping and restaurants, and you absolutely have to visit if you are in Lake Havasu City. You cannot go without checking out everything the London Bridge area has to offer. But thank you so much in the meantime for taking the time to watch this video about Lake Havasu State Park. I cannot recommend it enough, and I think it's really important to support our local and state parks. It really keeps the economy and the community and the environment going. Thank you again. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time.